The Grappling Hour is brought to you by Ludagear, athletic support items created by grapplers for grapplers.
Yeah. Check it out.
Hi, everybody, trying to, eat while watching the end of this Felipe Pena, Andre Galvao super fight with 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go on my feed. We are joined by our friend Jake Watson. If you so enjoy what we are doing, the analysis that we provide as we finish up our day here, please give us a share. Please give us a follow at Grappling Hour on all major platforms, including Twitch. Give me money.
Give him money.
And I'm very happy that Jake is still with us. Jake is dressed to the nines. He is a fantastic competitor who's been giving us great insight into the competition mind as well as the comedic mind.
Yes, of which my mind is small, but I do better competing than being funny.
I mean, hey, dude.
I would say. Ooh,
it's good that you can be interesting and funny, so no one's going to give you shit about that. I like that when you coach in a tie and shirt.
His pits are sweaty. You know that, right?
Oh, I don't want
He's got sweaty pits right now. I
don't want to talk about any part of that.
Okay. You said something about comedic mind. I was looking at something comedic.
What's that?
Sweaty pits, dude.
No, I mean, I got that. I'm just making sure that you are astutely observing here. So, yes, it does look like Andre Galvao is going to be your super fight winner, one mo again.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Pena's going to try to come up on a single leg here, most likely, and all Andre Galvao has to do at this point is just chill. Now he's going to hook the leg, and Pena's going to be looking for a last-ditch effort.
He's so tired.
Sweep. Yeah, he's so tired. It's not going to work out.
I think that either Andre Galvao is celebrating or summoning his Iron Man suit.
I don't think he needs an Iron Man suit. I think
That's
he
fair.
is the Iron Man suit.
So
look at his back, dude.
Yeah.
He could put a science
guys,
project.
literally we can wait for like a couple minutes for the celebration. Like, I get it. It's fun. Let's just do the announcement. There's just all the kids showing up.
You would
This
get
is a
DQ'd
massive
for that,
security
right?
breach, by the way.
Kenny's just like, oh, jeez.
That's a great catch. Oh, he already had the 6-time hat made. Get your official 6-time Matt merchandise.
Oh, and it's his birthday.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
His body turned 22, but his actual self is 37.
They're singing happy birthday. LOO. It's his birthday. Does Ryan and Buchecha go next? Yes. And by the way, you guys rock. Thank you very much, Rocco. Or Marco. Rocco. That's how long of a day it's been. Very pleased that you guys are joining us for the end cap of today. And that stroke light that they keep doing. It's so silly.
Yeah, someone with epilepsy is going to get hurt at that show.
It's pretty laughable. But like I said, it's cool to see the lights dimmed. It is cool to see a little bit more emphasis on the lighting, maybe a Jumbotron or half a Jumbotron. Maybe like a It's like if we're talking about Jumbotrons, this is the value size version of one, but like it's still good for us.
I really like the production value. I think it's pretty cool. I like the Pride-esque drums that they had when the fighters
The
walked
Metamorph
out.
drums?
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure we were being clear on that. No, I mean, there have been improvements, but it still feels like we are leagues behind just about everything else. And the reason why you have to comment on it is not just because people promise you big things, but it's more so that
Oh, they're on the mat with shoes on right now.
Oh my God, I never thought of that.
Dude, they're walking on the mat with shoes on.
Are they going to escort him all the way off the mats? I really wish that they had just carried him off all the way.
If they don't mop the mat, someone's going to get freaking MRSA or something, dude.
Somebody just asked thoughts on Cyborg not competing. I'll start with you.
I think he was pretty upset about the Nick Rodriguez fight, but to not compete, well, okay, but didn't you say earlier that it wasn't really, like, he doesn't really have a choice? Sort of? Like, if he wanted to compete, he could ask, but isn't it ultimately up to the person who runs ADCC?
I mean, he could have done the bronze medal match. He could have done a number of things.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant not competing in the absolute. I forgot that they have to compete for the third place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with it. I think that, man, if I was at ADCC, I don't care how many times I went. That's, again, it's most prestigious no-gi grappling event in the world. I would always compete. I never don't do the open. I think the open is something that you earn. You know what I mean? Like if you place in your division or you show up, if you're healthy, you should compete. He might be like not saying something about some injury he has that he just doesn't want to talk about, and that's why he decided not to compete. But I would have competed if I was him, for sure.
This one's tough. I would say that I think the communication of what he was doing was poor. And I think that's problematic when we have a sport full of people who, you know, they always talk about honor and dignity and all these sort of things. And it gets a little murky. I don't know that you have to be that person all of the time. Like, it shouldn't always be on you to be a pillar of everything. But people don't forget. So when you don't communicate things properly, that's going to be something that people use as a form of rhetoric against you. So that's the thing I'm a little disappointed with in terms of the way that you carry yourself. Because I much like you, dude, I mean, maybe just because he's been there, he's already been there, done that sort of a feel that he's like, I mean, what if I don't do this year's absolute? Who cares? Whatever. But I think sometimes when people get so passionate about how they feel, there's no changing that. There's no changing how they're going to act, and sometimes I think they'll act poorly, and they'll have one of two reactions. One, they'll reflect and say, that wasn't me. Or two, they'll double down on it and be like, yeah, that's me, and what of it? So I think it will remain to see if we see one or the other soon.
I have to agree with that.
Sorry. Please finish your thoughts a few seconds ago on lighting/production values. You were going down a good thread. The reason why I want to say it is I think sometimes it's not bad to swing and a miss. But I think that when you talk a game as to saying that we're going to be a game changer and that you say that it's going to promise this huge thing, it can sometimes reflect how amateurish you look. So there's never any dishonor in like attempting and trying. But it is interesting to see that for the first day, there was absolutely no change except for the screens. And then the second day, there was a little subtleness in it, but in terms of production value for flow, not much. In terms of stage design and how we're seeing there, I mean, not from my personal opinion, but like if you were to compare this with esports, this is a step in a better direction mainly, but I wouldn't call it like, man, now we're real. It's like, I mean, we're pretty similar to what we were. We're just not pickup basketball game in the back. So.
I mean, it's not brand new, right? Like it's not.
No.
It's not something that other promotions haven't done.
And the joke that we've said is, I really wish that Helio Gracie would have opened and closed the show in hologram form. But you know, that's just my wish. That's how I'd spend $1 million.
That'd be something, right?
But again, it's not bad to try. I think it's good to try new things and to really put an effort in here. And there are subtle things that you can see, but having worked in TV, I can tell you we got a ways to go.
Budget Bruce Buffer here to announce the next fight.
Don't do that to him. I don't want to make fun of this
It's
dude.
Bobby Buffer. Bobby Buffer.
That suit, you know, the weirdest part about it is the only reason I would ever talk mess about that suit is that I could never pull it off. That's it. That's the reason why.
Do you think when they called him up, they're like, yeah, we need you to do this and wear the suit, the red one?
Or are they going to thank everybody before?
Probably. I don't know.
Well, Well, I mean, they have Seth Daniels and then they have Bear up there too. So
I think they're just acknowledging, like, hey guys, these people worked hard on what they did. So, hey man, I'm not gonna knock that.
and this is the man that owns ADCC right here.
Well, no. This is like somebody who's helping to organize it, if you would. That is Mo, Seth Daniels, and Sean Fowler. 3 individuals who I'm sure worked very hard over the weekend. And it's about a 2-year process or so. So they worked very, very hard, and we can respect that.
No, that's really cool. I think this is the compared to the one in Finland. The one in Finland just kind of seemed like a normal grappling tournament production, so it didn't have like the same. I think it's cool that they made it kind of like a.
I'd agree. This is a step in the right direction.
A grand ceremony, almost.
So the real question is, though, at what point do we speak abrasively about what this was? Because I don't think it's going to be us. I think it's going to be somebody putting it in context. So one of my favorite things was I saw Seth said on the internet, it was just like, man, if you like that appetizer, wait until tomorrow. And it's like...
That was an appetizer?
Yesterday, yeah, it was an appetizer, but it was a cold one. And at least this is warm food. Is Y2J coming? Is Jericho here? Holy shit. Someone should redub this footage with the Y2J countdown.
Is this going to be math competition? What's happening?
It is a math competition.
It would have been really cool to have walkout songs, though.
Did they not have walkout songs?
No, they just had the doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, too much money to pay for those.
I walked out. I think Fight to Win's kind of cool that they make every fighter kind of, because you can have like just a Masters 2 blue or purple belt feeling like a rock star in front of their closest friends. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of cool they provide that experience for people.
Correct.
Because, I mean, like, whenever I walk out and Fight to Win, whether it's at home or somewhere else, I always feel like I relish that little walkout with, like, whatever song I chose.
Mikey Johns and I were actually talking about how Jiu-Jitsu needs to have more showcases and more showcase elements.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few people chiming in right now, so let's go ahead and take a few notes. I would like to see ADCC on Fight Pass. I think that would be amicable. I think they might be a good fit, and I can tell you this right now, they're starting to lose a lot of content, so it would be interesting to see if somebody else wanted to crack at it. Here's the weird thing is, and I think this is the hardest thing to put into context. What is happening now may not be what happens forever. So that is the most difficult thing for people to really grab onto, which is the problems that we have with flow grappling, some of which are very concerned and legitimate things. They may not have those rights forever. Somebody might also get those rights in the future. Who knows? So I think the idea is that as the sport evolves, so does the fan need to evolve with their opinion and how they see things. So I think having an open mind and, sending them constructive criticism is very important. So I think it's twofold. Fans need to evolve, and I think that flow itself needs to be better and less thin-skinned about some of the criticism that they get. Because anytime somebody's giving you criticism, even when people make fun of us or do jokes on us, that's a form of feedback. And I think it's really important to have an open mind to hearing those things. So that's it. Take what you can.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Recently, an interesting article in the Athletic about small MMA promotions, cost, production, value, etc. Check it out. Good read. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Carp DM or Carpal DM. Yeah, I think that's good. I will definitely do that in the future. So we are in the finals right now. This is. Oh, are you lighting me right now? Oh, tight. It's about time.
Fans have been waiting for this one for a while.
How about not charge yearly membership to watch? I'm not pleased about that. If I were a fan, I would inquire as if you could see if there is a monthly option in retroactive.
It does seem like kind of a pretty naked cash grab, right?
They may tell you that you're SOL, but I don't know because it's not disingenuous. I will say you are told up front, but it does seem a little strong-armish to say you want this ADCC. you're going to pay that sweet yearly money. But I really wish that they had done yearly. In years past, other organizations have offered options just to maybe pay a higher rate than monthly for that weekend to have ADCC. And I think people would have gladly paid $50. Not gladly, but I mean, at least they wouldn't have been like, shut up, take my money kind of a thing. They would do a lot more even pay-per-view option would be dope. No, because again, every motherfucker that's in here asking for a free stream is not exactly.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, I forgot what great upstanding people ask for streams free. I'm just saying this. There are degrees on which people can ask for free streams. It just helps those of us who do fight companions when people don't ask for free streams, when we are so vehement about we will not show you anything that is illegal. So that is something that we pride ourselves on. Meanwhile, let's go to the match here. With only 2 minutes in, we see that Gordon Ryan is starting to try and isolate this arm to use maybe as a sweep from the butterfly position. Gets it.
Ooh, Gordon
Beautifully done, Gordon.
Gaeshi sweep. Floating over the top. Now Gordon's working his passing game.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't see that coming. Then again, he did sweep Josh Barnett and Quintet. So.
Yes. Big Ben said 0 monthly option. It's a year contract. I do know that for this particular weekend. So yes, that is the context. But we're saying
what could have or should have.
What could have or should have, or at least providing that constructive criticism rather than fuck those guys.
Man, Buchecha, one of the only people I've ever seen make Gordon Ryan look a little smaller.
Yeah.
Like Gordon's a big guy too. He's probably the same height as Buchecha, but just I think the size difference here is quite remarkable.
Just the thickness,
Very nice.
the THICC.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, big opening for Buchecha, but he doesn't really get anything going with it.
So we'll wait 10 seconds and...
This looks like it's going to be, what, a snap down? Or no, he just had an opening is what you're saying there. Okay. Benjamin says, that's why I didn't watch. I was planning on getting the monthly, but cool to get the live podcast updates. You're welcome, dude. I mean... it wasn't my first plan. It was in my backyard. I would have rather been there, but people are dumb. So when people are dumb, I at least want to do a show. And in some ways, this is better. And in some ways, doing that would have been much easier because this was a lot of work. Believe it or not, as weird as this is, when you want it to be more than just you and your friends just viewing it, and you want to provide extra content, you know, one of the goals that we had here was to try something new and something different, and that's why we were very happy to do the Skype input calls. I wanted to do that 2 years ago, and I wasn't able to. And so now you get those extra bonuses of like bringing in your Jake Watsons, your Quentin Rosenzweig, your Josh the Duke. You get to bring in, you know, Enrico Coco, getting to ask a competitor who's been to the dance what that experience feels like, and as well as the people who came in over the weekend to tell us things. And I mean, obviously we have a lot of friends who help and make this thing a good experience. But what we're trying to be savvy to is that in the future, viewing trends are going to change. So it's important that you don't try to shit on what we're doing if you're the bigger guys, as long as we follow the rules. Because pretty soon, people might watch more of us than you. And that's when things start to get dicey for everybody involved. That's all. Also, you can go fuck yourselves for not fucking credentialing me. Because I saw who you credentialed, and I love those guys. But some of them, okay.
Yeah, go F yourselves.
It seems to be a phrase that people are
F-word
throwing around.
F-word.
It's better than me going around and starting a hashtag, team go fuck yourself.
Well, we did start
hashtag.
team
One word, not two, by the way.
We did start team no creds.
We did start team no creds. But I think the larger point that we were making, and this is, you know, we joke a lot about a lot of things, but the real thing that I saw that a promoter do this week in making a meme about people who do what I do, even if it's not about me, is that they're making, they're conflating the idea of wanting something free in terms of access. Access is not free. Access is basically these people doing their jobs. So this is a tough gig, man. If you think athletes don't make money, how much do you think people make covering them? Raph, would you start a Patreon already? I have, but y'all don't want to pay. But if you're interested in paying Goat 314, we gonna make that happen. So yes, we will definitely be doing that. And I'm exploring the idea of doing more Twitch. We got this great video game console. We have some great segments. So when you guys watch this week's edition of Grappling Hour, you're going to see a really fun segment that we did with JJ Wilson, who's fighting for Bellator on Thursday or Friday, one of the two. I think it's Friday. And one that he was very enjoying, and that our good friend Jake Watson has also got a challenge from a certain individual in the community who I would not touch the controls after they have played now. And who is that person?
Yeah, no, I don't know if I want to do that anymore because I don't want to contract Pink Eye from Keenan Cornelius after I beat him at Super Smash Brothers.
My favorite is that you actually tagged us in a video of you playing a video game.
Dude, I'm really good at video games, okay?
I just love how specific Keenan got to it because I just wondered.
I know, because he knows me and him have talked before about that I play that game. And then he was like, oh, yeah, I bet I can beat you. I was like, oh. You may know your lapel wizardry, my friend.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, F word, Keenan. F word indeed.
Already points on. No, we're not at points yet. We're at 12:52 left to go. So we're about to get there, my friend. Thank you for asking, Gus.
And one thing I noticed about what a lot of fighters do in Nogi is they interlock fingers like this and attempt to twist all the fingers to try to like wear out your grip and to try to hurt your fingers. I feel like everybody does that. Everybody interlocks fingers and is willing to play that game. I don't like doing that. That's something I see everybody doing is being willing to do this, and then one person will do this and then just twist. Everybody does that. Look,
I was talking to a friend, and in wrestling, when you do that, you have to disengage after like 2 or 3 seconds, or they'll give you a penalty. Because there's a stalling position in wrestling.
But Boucher's looking for a really deep left hook. He throws the body lock, but Gordon looks like he's in position to try a Harai.
Yeah. Well, no, this is supposed to be it, I think, right?
No, we saw him do the.
Interesting. It's a seesaw. We've been. What's the timestamp say on your side?
11:45.
Oh, how the
now we're in the future. The tables have turned.
Changed, my friend.
Well, tell me what's
Greetings
going
from
on
the
there.
future, peasant.
I'm gonna refresh my page.
I like that this has somehow become a de facto competition.
All
My
right,
stream's
I'm
better
now
than
at
yours. Wait
11:10.
me.
What? I'm in the picture.
11:10. Refresh.
Octavio,
We see Jake on the phone. Hello? Yeah. I need business class.
Oh, Boucher, look at it take Gordon Ryan's back.
I don't know that. Shut up. Stop talking with your superior internet. I don't need it right now.
He has a really tight underhook, and then
Show him who. No!
hey, Raph, you messed up your camera again, buddy.
Oh, he turned. Yeah. Sorry. We just got a note here that says, I'm back. The grand ambassador for Tillis BJJ. Shout out to the Whittier CA. Give your money to Grappling Hour.
But wait, what part of Whittier? Like South Whittier?
No, I'm from Southside Whittier, fool.
Because if
We
you're
get on the wrong side of La Habra, you find us, fool.
Because if you're a Whittier Norteño, you can go F word yourself.
My goodness.
I love this.
Right,
Hashtag
you-
shameless acts of self-promotion. Appreciate that. Alex C., you're a good kid. I like you. Like
Hey,
where you're
Rob.
at. We're almost at points, everybody. Are you at points?
I'm at 7 seconds until points.
We're in the
we're-
same time
We're
at the
in-
same place.
We finally synchronized our cycles.
in the flow zone.
We're all in the flow zone.
The flow zone is worse than the friend zone for sure.
Not touching that one.
Good.
All right there, kid.
I almost had something to say, but I think my bracket prediction is going to be correct. I think I really outdid myself on this one.
Do you have the piece of paper to show it?
No, it was on a website.
I feel like we're in a countdown until Jake goes
Do you have that website, though?
I might.
Does that have a shareable link?
I just like the idea of like pushing him on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, my predictions were pretty good. I mean, basically, I got all of them right. Can you
Ref.
prove
I
it?
almost got all right.
Ref,
Do you
I
want me
feel
to
like
send it
when I
to
count
you
down
via
until
Skype?
Nate goes into full third person mode.
You want me to send it to you
Nate
via
starts talking
Skype?
about how Nate's bracket is great.
Let me see here. Okay, so Jake, when we are talking about these things, we are getting a lot of people tuning in right now. So at the very least, there is a heightened set of anticipation going on with the individuals who are watching ADCC, since
Indeed.
we're getting a growing audience, just as the people who aren't even showing the footage.
Yeah, I know. We're kind of privileged to just be able to watch it, and these poor souls listening to us.
Halo Pete writes, Flow survives because people like Danaher give them free interviews that they take and put behind pay-per-views. It's embarrassing. Yeah, probably behind paywalls. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I'm representing you correctly with your denoted correction there. Yes, but
I don't think it's anything sinister on Danaher's part, though.
yeah, although, there's a lot of stuff I wonder if Danaher's behind.
What if Danaher's like the Illuminati? He's like, I shall create Flow Grappling.
I will tell you this. In my first interview with him, I essentially called him a James Bond villain. So I don't know any other reporter.
He's just
that's
like,
done that.
you know how to do to solve all my problems is
Well, even,
fuck it, go for a leg lock.
Look, even the video on him right now, he just looks like he's causing problems for the main hero. Stop it. One of us is trying to be a professional here, young man. It says Emperor Danaher. All right, 7:37 to go. You still believe that Marcus Buchecha will defeat Gordon Ryan?
I do.
However,
I do. I think it's very hard.
Shit. Halo Pete with maybe the comment of this broadcast. If Danaher was behind Flo, it wouldn't suck.
Whoa!
Yo, I got a lot of hot takes, my friend.
I had that loaded.
That one,
that one loaded.
woo! That one's intense, my friend. Give me money
You guys-
on Patreon.
You guys don't know it, but
on
Danaher.
Twitch.
You guys don't know it, but Danaher is behind Flo.
Did you go with the long version? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a pretty good meme, right? Back to the match here. We're watching Marcus Buchecha take on Gordon Ryan.
All right. Well, we're getting close to the end of the broadcast, so we've got to start wrapping things up here as well. I mean, we'll stick on for a little bit after, but I want to make sure that we start thanking everybody who has been so kind to us. First and foremost, thank you to GFT Orange. You guys have been so kind in opening up your doors here. And honestly, like, this setup is amazing. I don't know, like, I didn't know or envision what this was going to look like because they've changed it since I've last been here. But our backdrop was amazing. The gym is amazing. The people here have been super kind and nice. So if you're in Anaheim, come train here. They've got a lot of really good people. I've trained here a few times, and they've always been very welcoming.
The gym is really well put together.
So our thanks to them, and our thanks to them for being flexible and working around shit as it happens. It's a tough gig to do, and I don't know how or why, but a lot of people may not have been this cool, but they were really, really cool. So please be nice and say nice things to them if you are in the area. I also want to start by thanking Leg Locker, our pal out that way, who's been super dope and will be providing a prize to who? Let me see here. We're going to go through some of these just to make sure people remember. If you guys didn't get to see who won, I'm just going to kind of breeze through a half of these as we're getting the names in. That would be Kate Harris, who ended up winning on this one right over here. Can we get some air horns on that one?
Sorry.
5:10 left to go. Gordon Ryan working from Butterfly, trying to get an arm drag. Our congratulations go to Kate Harris.
You see Gordon Ryan sitting up over and over as well. It's like he's trying to goad Buchecha into rushing in. He probably wants
I was going to
get
mention
underneath.
that Buchecha, as he turns on, and this really becomes dangerous as he turns on later in the round.
Yeah.
And then on this one from CBD You Me, we have big congratulations to Mike John. who won with his Pokemon of JT Torres. Then over here on the BJJ Fanatics Presents 88 kg, we've got Brad Newmeyer. Congrats to you, sir. Wait, I didn't put the thing down, so it's a little early. Meanwhile, over on the match, it is 4:22 left to go. Woo! It is intense, and by intense, I mean, it's not bad.
Like a camping trip?
We've got Ludagear in the 99 kg with one Akon, who is waiting to find out if she wins a second prize. We don't know if she won a second prize, so it's going to be really awkward if she did. She is potentially going to win right now a gi from Hold Fast Fight Gear, but that goes to the winner of the Absolute. And then meanwhile, in this one over here, this is North South Jiu-Jitsu Underwear presents 99 kg, and your winner is not Jake Watson. Did you do 1-2 on your side?
Yeah.
That's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Wait, Jake, X-Files, get ready. Jake, wait for that. Why didn't Jake win? Is it a conspiracy?
Yeah.
Doesn't translate, guys. Congratulations to you, Kiyoshi. Very happy for you, bud. All right, over on the VHTS Presents 60 kg, you have one Frank Ruiz winning for Bianca Basilio, who, I mean, yikes.
That one scared me a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think any of us are going to live that one down. That one's going to haunt us in our dreams. 2:55 left to go, 0-0 all around, which means we may be going to overtime, which is why I'm doing this now. And of course, our So Right presents 60 plus kg in the women's category. Our winner is Laura Kent. Congratulations to you. The So Right is amazing. It's been a huge help to me in preserving my back. And guess what? If I can live, you can live. Wait, is that from Rocky? Just lifted?
If I can change and you can change, everybody can change. Oh no.
It's not bad.
Run on the beach with
I
me.
always try to be very cautious about how much I slack the jaw.
Well,
with
big
one.
arm drag attempt from Gordon Ryan.
Yep.
You gotta jab that bag 500 times.
I like the idea right now. If we say that Danaher is truly in charge of everything, I like that he waits for the most peak interest where he goes, "The time is now, Mr. Gordon Ryan." It's not. It's
Wrong
not
one.
the sound of, no,
Wrong
that was
one.
not what we were looking for there.
I thought I pushed Will home.
Get me with my favorite one. No.
Oh.
It's the stupidest one that we had.
I don't know, dude. I
Can't
just got a
believe
big
it's
old
on a
Sam.
soundboard, by the way. Hey, I want to give props to the dude with his arms folded as if like, I'm not happy with this. I paid a lot of money for you guys.
I haven't seen one Ashigarami all freaking day.
Oh my goodness. We are ever so close to crowning Mr. America of the world.
Do you think Bushesha will let it go to overtime, or do you think he's going to try to give a big explosion at the end?
No, I think he's actually ready for overtime.
So his big explosions are generally pretty reactionary when someone almost gets something on him, and Gordon's going to have to do something pretty drastic to get Bushesha to Bushesh.
Can Gordon... Somebody asked, can Gordon really be the king without winning the Absolute? It wouldn't stop him. I think you know that.
You can tell me he's not. He's going to keep calling himself that.
Basically, I'm the king because in the past 4 years, no one else has come close to ever submitting anybody but me. So I'm the only one who's close enough to submit myself, and that was because I cloned myself. John Danaher took a strand of my blonde hair, and sometimes I fight myself, and that's the only way I can beat myself. Off?
What?
Got him.
Have you met my sister?
I just got that. That took a while. My bad. I was listening to that. I was like, what is he talking about?
I think that Jake has like that one meme with the woman with the math equation of comedy going by.
Yeah. It's like I have server lag. When you tell me a joke, I'd be like, oh.
All right, to overtime we go. And they didn't actually wait too long to go into that overtime. I have credit for that. You can tell even the refs are like, yo, I got a quiche in the oven, dog.
Yeah.
I got a quiche in the oven.
If my souffle falls.
Them pinatas are starting to sweat. I got to get going.
So here's the good news, though. However this ends up, you can almost be certain they will give a rematch now. Because we have exceeded the main amount of time, this is only going to set up something else.
Yeah. I still predict that Buchecha wins by no-gi baseball bat choke. I'm just kidding. I can't even say that without laughing. I get it. This has happened a lot, though. This situation right here has happened a lot in this fight, where Buchecha gets a front headlock and he tries to use it to do a big explosion pass. This is actually a good look. But backs away. Little things like that are going to play in his favor, though, because I don't feel like Gordon has amounted any real offense up to this point. I feel like Buchecha's been the only one that's done a couple explosive guard pass attempts here and there, which, if the fight keeps going the way it's going, I think will pay dividends in the judges' eyes.
Fair. And it's tough because people have to forget, or often forget, that when we do get to these overtimes, that it's not necessarily always a composite of the whole match. You kind of have to go contextually first on how and who pushed in the actual overtime period.
Yeah.
And that's assuming they're not biased or, they have some objectivity to them.
We got to hope. The whole thing that people have been saying about ADCC and Keenan in particular is like, they're all Finnish. You know what I mean? He's like, every one of the referees are from a country where no one is, so how can they be biased? I don't know any Finnish people. Finlanders.
The Finns.
The Finns, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and add this last one. Jake, I have a question to ask that's only contextual to this show.
Gordon looking for a big arm drag attempt, yes?
What have you learned from doing this show?
How to relax whenever I'm on air. Because I feel like when I first came on the show, it was like my first time being on a podcast that was, you're an established person in the community and you're
Apparently
very
not.
knowledgeable. I don't know. I think you are. But like you're somebody that I respect more than just, oh, yeah, I'll come on your podcast. It's not like, what, you want me on? Okay, cool, Like, yeah, I'll go. It's not like, yeah, I'll go on your podcast for sure. Let's do it whenever. No, it's like when I was on the Grappling Hour the first time, I was like, what? You want me on the Grappling Hour? Okay, cool. And then John was like, yeah, you do the impression. Just say, yeah, I want to get you in touch with Rafa Esparza.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Raph would love to have you. And I would put in a good word. I'd be like, Raph, he's really good at jiu-jitsu because he doesn't know, so he would just be like, here you go.
It's so creepy.
It is creepy. He's so jolly sounding.
Yeah,
like I imagine Santa Claus.
Well, I'm roasting some chestnuts. We can have those like when we're done.
Oh God, I got really eerie all of a sudden. But yes, John is one of the most outstanding people in jiu-jitsu in a sport that's sometimes not filled with people who they are supposed to be or who they can be. John is very many times that good of human being.
Yeah, he sounds like Santa Claus in his 30s. Like really jolly, really happy.
The Santa Claus prequel that everybody's wanted for all these years. Santa was cool, but how was he when he was 20?
Back before global plane flight.
This year, Channing Tatum plays Hot Santa.
Are you ready?
Like, I feel like this is every Hallmark movie that's like, uh-oh, Santa's not getting laid. What are we going to do this year?
What the...
Do you not watch the Hallmark Channel's 39 Days of Christmas movies?
Santa's not getting laid this year.
I did my version of a synopsis.
That's just like, what did that? That's so left field.
Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to agitate people when they're stilted into things like, I have an issue with you, though, right now, which is Buchecha is on one negative demerit.
Oh, man, really?
Yup.
Oh, he was winning the fight, too. Now he's got
Uh-oh.
This is when Buchecha starts to turn on.
Buchecha on.
Buchecha
angry. That's what I'm going to do. What time are you at right now, though, Jake?
Me? 5:14.
Damn it. Stupid. Shit when that happens. No,
What?
I feel
Am in
like
the
when
future again?
Buchecha like turns on, goes the extra mile to like start amping it up. I feel like he should do it like he's summoning a power Zord, where it's like Buchecha on demand, go. No, nobody else.
No, I'm into it.
Okay.
He's got to say some Brazilian thing though, like "Vou embora," and then he's like bursts into a ball of flame.
Or that'd be great if they're just like steroids, and then they like just eat it, and they just go like, "Oh, okay, I'm good."
Like Popeye is just a
Yeah.
syringe, and they're just like,
Oh my goodness. You're one of the few people who talk about Popeye's dangerous.
Just pops the top
addictions.
off of a prescription bottle. God, God, God.
So we've never really discussed the like mental health implications of all of Mario's world. The fact that
Wow, that's
Mario
a-
himself is just like, but I need my mushrooms.
he like
Sure you do,
legit
bud.
kills. He kills so many animals. Like those Goombas, he's killing them. He's a
I mean, it's kind of
murderer.
fucked up too because it's mostly turtles.
Right.
Yeah, he's killing turtles, taking their shells that was once their places that they protected their skeletons with, and just chucking them and killing more people.
Well, then there's Mario 3 where
princess
he wears
obviously
the
doesn't
shell of a
love
turtle. He's like, I
Oh
take
my
your body
God.
now.
Yeah, no, he definitely goes full Liam Neeson on some of these. This is interesting in that we've got 3:30 left to go. So when does it happen for you, Jake? When do you see Buchecha going flame on?
From now until a minute, it'll probably be this pace where it's just kind of going, and then he'll probably go full Hulk Shasha in the last minute.
You wouldn't like him.
So
when
is
he's
that
full
Hulk Shasha with an R and H?
An E in between the K and the Shasha. So Hulky Shasha. Because it's Brazilian.
No, thank you.
Spelling jokes. This is what I'm bringing to the feed.
Bushasher?
Shasha.
That
Bushasher.
Bushasher feller really, man, he's a big dude.
No, you say it like that. I heard what you said it the first time in my ear, like it was a Flow Rida song. Buchecha. Ooh.
Oh, like a flow rider.
Yeah, like Wisconsin rhymes.
Oh. 2:30 left in the fight, talking about flow rider. You think Flow Rida is working with Flow Grappling?
If it was, it wouldn't suck. Boo! Take that. Hello, Pete. That's called a recurring joke.
Oh, is he gonna try to heel hook Gordon Ryan? Look, he's laughing at. He laughed. Gordon laughed at him, dude.
He looks back at Danaher. This motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, guys.
He's like, oh my god. This guy just tried to heel hook me.
I mean, if you're gonna have a match that's not high on, intrigue, why not make it high on gifts? So,
But this
I'm
was
for it.
kind of high on intrigue because Gordon has said in the past that he thinks he would beat Buchecha. And really, other than the penalty point, I really don't think, like, if this was a ref's decision, then
He's been less aggressive.
way
Yeah.
less aggressive. So it's almost like without the
And now he's gonna pull full closed guard.
and Buchecha's gonna really try to
He's trying to sell that closed guard DVD. Whatever.
he's trying to do something to escape the guard.
With
This guard
just
hard to pass though, man.
120 left to go, Gordon is just trying to angle
Looks like he's working to
the
the back.
Buchecha to take the back,
stand
which would be
if I
the
was
biggest
Buchecha.
element of the game. However, Buchecha just lies on top of him and now is slowly getting worked into a body triangle. Ladies and gents, do you remember when I said John Danaher said, wait until the last minute to make it with the most intrigue? John Danaher is Kaiser Soze.
There we go.
said
Now
it.
he stands up. This is a pivotal 40 seconds coming up in the fight right here because it's very
Powerbomb.
slippery.
Slams are legal.
Here we go. Are they?
Yep.
I thought they were only. Oh, they're not legal to escape a submission.
Just telling you, it's a missed opportunity to do a power
I mean, you could argue that was an inverted armbar attempt.
Oof. 21 seconds to go, ladies and gents. Marcus Buchecha trying just very, very randomly to get this heel hook. Gordon just kind of swatting it away. They're both going to start to stand up. And unfortunately, it looks like Buchecha is going to make it so that Jake Watson is going to have to buy me some acai. You were looking at the Gordon Ryan era.
Man, that was a boner kill.
Hold on. Can you explain what that is?
It's a very anticlimactic turn of events.
Got it. Okay. I don't know what you kids make up these days on these words and whatnot, but
you have been cursing like a person with a poor sense of manners this whole
You have been F-word
day.
profane.
Yeah. And
I have been F-word profane.
You've been making analogies like a person that doesn't make analogies good and stuff.
Thanks.
Well,
no, this was just, I don't know. I think that, I don't even know. I didn't even see a reason to give a deferral. What is it?
Demerit.
A demerit point. I don't even see the reason to do that.
I didn't understand that one either. I didn't see Buchecha being passive.
I missed who won. Big Ben, Gordon Ryan has
Gordon
won.
Ryan is double golded.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what he says.
Oh, he's already written it out. It was written out like 3 days ago.
It's already on the back of the belt.
It's frustrating that a championship comes down to a demerit, but it is the rule set, and it is the way it goes. So I think what we will find is in the future, did he just flick off everybody, or did he point at everybody? I'm not sure.
He flipped off everyone.
Gareth, we just said that Gordon won. You guys got
He just went, boom.
Be much faster on this.
He Nate Diaz the crowd.
I think he probably said something to the effect of, it's a bad day for the haters, which is one of his normal catchphrases, if you
That's a
were
big
to
one.
say that.
Yeah.
Go hang out with my sister.
Let's say this. It's been an interesting series of events that has brought us to here, but yet we are going to now announce a winner. I'm so sorry. That is on the microphone. I want to say a big congratulations to one Akon, who won. I just heard it now. Akon, the singer of Smack That, has apparently won this. But yes, Akon has double golded as well and will be taking home the Hold Fast Fight Gear gi.
Congratulations.
Good sportsmanship by our good friend.
Hopefully you train Guy.
Thank you to Garrett Watson, who said, cheers, guys. Great companion. Appreciate it. The Sarah Andrada says, Ryan, yes, she was answering in the comments. We've had a lot of fun here. It's been very, very easy to sit back and watch when you're surrounded by really, really good talent. So do you think Buchecha should have gotten that penalty? I think the general confusion from the panel may answer that question for you. I can't speak for Jake, though. Jake?
No, yeah, it was dumb. I don't think he should have got it. I don't think he should have got a demerit point. I don't think he was being inactive. In fact, I think that they were both having pretty much the same amount of like forward movement. Gordon was doing good trying to attack off of his back, and Buchecha was doing the same. But they're both defending each other too. They both have respect for one another. So,
do you feel that white privilege played a role?
What? No. That's all. Wow.
I'm just saying, look at it. So now you're looking at Gordon Ryan. You're looking at Andre Galvao, and Galvao is taking a photo next to Gordon. And it seemed that the match that maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, the internet was all abuzz on. Actually, it was within just the past year.
Yeah, the whole I'll fight you for $1 million, and Galvao was like, "No, I'm worth more." I was like, "Whoa, that's
I wanted
crazy.
to be like, yo. I love that. Goat 314 says, Jake, do you not understand because you're white? No, it's a dumb joke, but it's really funny. I just like the idea of Gordon Ryan having to respond to being like, hey,
No,
man.
I understood the joke, even though I was white. It's just a horrible. It's just, why'd you ask me that question?
I just like the idea of Gordon having to do a post response to it and being like, I can't even believe I have to respond to people asking if I have white privilege. If anything, I've had the least privilege in all of jiu-jitsu and grappling because I'm also blonde too. 40:30 Eastern comes so early. I'm going to get some rack time. Thanks again. Loved it. Great job, everyone. Great job to you. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. This has been a fascinating experiment. You don't really get to practice this. There's no real rehearsal for any part of this as one of my lights falls in the backdrop. It's fine. I'm just letting the people know that with live television, you have to be able to roll with the punches, and I believe we've been able to do that all this weekend long. My thanks to everybody who has provided help, all of the commentators, all of the guest stars, such as our good friend Jake over here.
Shaka
Jake,
bra.
where can people find you, sir?
At Jake Watson Official on Instagram. I have a Facebook that I rarely use. And then my Twitter is at Jake the Watson because it's just a crappy social. I just don't even take Twitter seriously. But Instagram is my best one. Jake Watson Official.
And Jake, I look forward to eating that acai. In fact, I think we'll film me eating it.
That would be fantastic. And next time I'm on the Grappling Hour, hopefully I can be there in person. I would make the trip for sure because it's an honor to be on the show. I really, really enjoy myself.
Well, you are a kid that's more than just talented at jiu-jitsu, and I think it's important that they know that. So every little bit that we can do to help bring attention to grapplers like yourself, who are both interesting, funny, is a great thing that we love doing. So to you, my friend, thank you very much for chiming in. Stop that.
Me?
No. Oh, I thought at first I thought he was insulting
my mouth.
you.
I was like,
no, we had two notes. One of which is good job, team, great fight companion, which is nice. And then I read this one and I wasn't sure what it meant, and I just saw Men's Warehouse afternoon shift, and I didn't know if that was meant for you because I was about to be like, hey.
Men's Warehouse is a suit store. It's they sell suits there, and that's where I got this suit.
Did you?
Yeah, that's where I got it. To him, I say thank you. I dress like I work at a suit store. I appreciate it.
Jake, you were perfectly dressed for the occasion. We appreciate your time. We'll see you a little bit later, bud.
I appreciate it, guys, and thank you very much.
All right, let's do some housekeeping real quick. Again, this show is nothing without our sponsors. With thanks to them all, I want to make sure I go through them, so I'm going to use these cue cards just to make sure. But we want to thank Hold Fast Fight Gear. I'm sorry I wasn't able to put the sign on. I just didn't have my right marker. No. Thank you to So Right. You guys are more than so right. You are so helpful. No, I wasn't done yet. Very hard to submit. VHTS. Not only do I want to acknowledge them as being longtime friends of a Verbal Tap, but they are great individuals who have been ambassadors to a number of the athletes that were competing even just this week. So if you were looking and you were spotting some VHTS, know that they don't just support the grapplers who compete. They support the podcasts that support the grapplers who compete. So my thank you to them. Man, North-South Jiu-Jitsu underwear. Can I tell you something about these guys? These guys have been long-time sponsors of Verbal Tap. They love us. We love them. They have been so great about getting underwear. Every time they come in the area, they have been so nice to Jiu-Jitsu. They are the top of the line when I am training to train in, and I want to be very clear to them. They are doing more than just Jiu-Jitsu now. They are expanding their business, and they have been wonderful to us as well. We look forward to a continued relationship with our friends at North-South Jiu-Jitsu. Luda Gear is the current sponsor right now of the Grappling Hour podcast. They have so much love for us. They are hilarious individuals. They are very, very funny. They were basically like, what do you need, dude? And I was like, just your love and support. And they're like, dog, we want in. They are fantastic in supporting the Grappling Hour, and we look forward to many years of working with them, not just because they're contractually bound, but because they're bound by their hearts too. Thanks, Luda Gear. Luda. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to be like, Luda. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get that one going for them. Our next sponsor is BJJ Fanatics presents 88kg. Talk about the surprise of the podcast. You motherfuckers didn't think I'd get a free DVD out of them. But looking to you, Brad Newmeyer, you get to pick that one DVD, just one, of that line. Who here wants to take a bet? It's probably going to be a Danaher DVD. Am I right?
Probably.
Think so? Yeah. You can get that one. But you could also get Lachlan Giles, which is like, if we're talking like achievability in this world, Lachlan Giles just told us how to go ahead and beast against bigger beasts. So I might make a play for that one as well. Plus his half guard. Oh my God. His half guard instructionals change your life. Haven't changed mine, but they might change yours. Anyway, BJJ Fanatics came through. And again, Brad, we're very much looking forward to hearing from you, and we will be in discussions very soon. Next slide. CBDU me is, how do I put this? This gentleman put me on to do commentary for The Last Subversive. So not only are they very, very vocal in their support of a great cause for a number of grapplers who need kind of replenished health after they compete, and they're very, very intense, but they also provide some great treats. They're always going around giving athletes free samples and being good people. So not only do they help me, but they're helping the community, and they are huge proponents of a major reason of the success of one subversive team grappling event. So my thanks to them. You guys are aces. And finally, leg locker. You know what's so funny? Hector and I, we never seem to catch each other at the right time. We're always like crisscrossing. And I got to say with him, it was so nice for me to reach out and be like, dude, I think it would be dope if we could get like a prize package to some of the guys. And he was like, dude, I'm so down to do it. So he is happy to be supplying us with this. But more than that, it's not just, you know, rash guards and shorts. It's an actual movement. They're doing a whole bunch of seminars where they are hooking up athletes with opportunities to go ahead and talk to individuals, to communicate with them and teach their art. So my thanks to Leg Locker. I thought it was really dope, man. We still have, like, we don't really know each other all super that well, but it's so great that you love giving back to the community, and I thank you on behalf of all of us here. I also want to thank our plethora of individuals who have chimed in over the weekend. I am going to do my best to kind of speed drill through some of those individuals, but if I miss you, I'm very sorry. So I'm going to apologize in advance, but here we go. My thanks to Quentin Rosenzweig. My thanks to Jake Watson. My thanks to Josh Leduc. My thanks to Kevin Phillips. My thanks to Enrico Coco. My thanks to I know I missed. Did I said Quentin? Yes, Quentin Rosenzweig. I also had a great help in seeing things throughout the weekend. We had some that we couldn't even get to over the weekend. I'm so sorry. Stephen Aiken, I'm so sorry we couldn't make it work, dude. We definitely wanted you on the show. My thanks to Nate Harris, who stopped in studio. Rich Areola, who also stopped in studio. Noah Tillis, who came in for a nice spell yesterday. Frank Rosenthal, who, by the way, was competing but took the time to actually come through and chat with us. And Inside BJJ's Tim Freeman, who was phenomenal. And like I said, you know, we like to play rivals on the shows, but he is somebody who's always sending us great notes on the side, and a big fan of ours, as we are of his. So my thanks to him as well. My thanks to Richard. I think, Rich Areola. Oh, but thank you for reminding me. I would hate to forget him if that were the case. My thanks to Rich Areola, who is, look for his super fight with one Marcus Kowal. It's for a good cause. And if you know anything about Marcus Kowal's story, I think you would be compelled to participate in helping out with that. Also, I just want to thank, again, GFT Orange. Can't not say enough things about these individuals here. Raul has been phenomenal to us. I promise you guys, when things were crazy here, and who knows how crazy things happen, Raul could not have been a cooler customer. I want to ask our staff if they have anybody that they'd like to shout out before we start to really close things up. Octavio, do you have any thanks you'd like to say?
Machado Academy for life.
Jean-Jacques Machado for life. Taking a page from 10P for L.
Or for the weekend.
Well, Jean-Jacques, we're for life, but
JJM for life.
JJM for life. Our producer, Terry Graves. What do you got for us?
Woo. Thanks, Rev.
That, not to me. Everybody but me should be thanked. Sir?
Thanks to you. Just thanks for the opportunity.
Nope. That's okay.
I just did it. You can't.
I mean, I'm going to go delete this somehow. Did we think? You know what? We didn't. I forgot Mike John. This is why I have producers, because I'm too stupid to remember all these names. Mike John, who came in, was offering a bounty on his own head And what we didn't tell him, because I didn't have the money, but we're gonna give him like the $50 because I thought about it and I was gonna hand him the thing. I just wasn't at the ATM yet, and Brandon McCatherine was like, "I'll just give him money." And I was like, "Where's the money?" And he's like, "I'll Venmo it to you." And I was like, "That's not exciting." So what I was gonna do is at the end I was gonna do like, "You won $50, yay!" And I was gonna hand it to him and do this and like just be like, "Shut up, shake my hand." But unfortunately, there was something much better. He ended up winning with the CBDU me, so that's a way more compelling thing. But we're gonna throw that at him in the future. So when I train with him, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good summarization. I will close on this, my friends. Before I say thank you to all of these fine people here, I want to make sure to thank my sister, one of the producers of this show, who came in, made sure that we were fed. She actually texted me 20 minutes ago being like, "Do you guys need food? I'll go ahead and bring it." And I was like, "No, you're a wrap for today."
Thanks, Chris.
It's very sweet. It's very nice of you. You don't have to do that. It's far too good. And what's great is that my sister doesn't do jiu-jitsu, but she is a fan who is rooting for us from the sides. And the more that we can rack those individuals, those mom and dads, those brothers, those sisters, grandparents, people who may not always be there every week or even do it, it's really cool when we can rally the troops to come in and support these great things. Okay, here's what we're going to do. The stream is fake and gay, Luchador. Okay. Shout out to Liz from downtown LA. She doesn't know it yet.
Over there. It's demonstrably untrue.
She doesn't know it. No, Luchador is actually a fan. He's just being dumb. Liz from downtown LA. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm a future boyfriend. What? Okay. Juan Philippe Ricon says, "Absolute Gordon the King Ryan." All right, the comments are getting drunk as we go, so I'm probably just going to make this a thing before I sign off.
You know who's not getting drunk?
Who's that?
Us.
Well, not yet, but we'll see. Not as young for Rafa Esparza, who's far too overworked, but with good reason. And here's the good reason. When we found out that things had changed for my own situation, you are given the opportunity to be an asshole, or you're given the opportunity to be yourself. If you are an asshole, then, you're going to embrace that and hug that there. But I'm not really that kind of a person. So instead, I decided to do something fun and make it a collaboration with a lot of my friends. And if you are truly surrounded by good friends, you will do better things than what you're supposed to do. And I think that is something that I learned over the weekend. And it's something that I was very, very impressed by, that all these people just showed up. We just kept doing things. And there are obviously things that we could do to improve in the future, and I think we will. But much like Flow Grappling, you'll hopefully live and learn. And much like show production, you'll live and learn and do new things. But it was pretty dope that we were able to do something that people say no one listens to or no one watches for podcasts. I think you guys kind of prove them wrong continuously. And that is something that I very sincerely appreciate. So if there's any one little morality thing to take out of this, it's pretty simple. It's that they may give you roadblocks, but you just do something better. And then when you do something better, you lead the way on that. And you just act yourself. And that's it. If you're nice, smart, and kind, you can probably do way better things, especially when you're surrounded by good people. So my thanks to everybody who was very helpful in the endeavors this weekend. My thank you to this wonderful team, our director, Octavio Villanueva, my co-host, Indane Grace, our producer, Terry, who, by the way, Terry Swift Grace has been so nice and so on her shit. If she's not producing TV in 10 years, I have failed. So that is on me, not anybody else. But yeah, we're going to probably go into hibernation maybe for a day, and then we'll all rise from it all the better. But on behalf of all of us here at the Grappling Hour Fight Companion Accompaniment, we'd like to say thank you for watching. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you on the mats.
Bye, everyone.